What up, Sanyan? No, I haven't read the docs yet. Alright, so yesterday we left off. Where did we leave off yesterday? Alright, we're already at 24 size font. That's good. I think we had our redirect server working yesterday, didn't we? Good morning, Alcas. If I recall, that looks like it's running, and if I hit this, we should get Pong. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Server started. I don't know if you guys can see the dog behind me on the couch, but she has her head shoved into the corner of the couch trying to sleep again. Winnie. Winnie. Are you sleepy, honey? You don't want anything to do with me? Okay. She said, I'm going back to bed. Alright. Man, I am tired this morning. This would make sense. This happens on every request. That's why. Okay. Okay. So, what's the next thing we want to do? I want to play around with how services are modeled. Hold on, let's do an update here. Do that, and then we'll detach from here, quit out of here, get our updates. Oh, we are up to date. Nice. All right. Let's do new session. New session, and we'll call it EffectTS. Is that not the right way to make a session? Apparently not. Isn't it new? Shouldn't it just be new session? I always forget my Tmux keybinds. So what is the Spotify server for? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a Twitch integration so people can redeem points and queue up songs on Spotify. And we might refactor the Gleam stuff because I think if I had to guess, the Gleam thing crashed and it's not actually working. Yeah. I don't know why Gleam's not staying alive. Because now I have to go over here and I have to do a deploy to get it running again. Fly deploy. What up, Cosmic Lasagna? Good morning. Got a raid. Good morning, Raiders. How was your stream? We're just getting started here. Six hours, damn, on that grind. All right, let's see if I got this working. Yeah, okay, so the bot's up again. So yeah, we might rewrite our Twitch integrations using Effect just to see how it feels and to get a good feel for the library. But first we're gonna integrate with not Apple Music. This is gonna be Spotify because Apple Music does not have a easy to control API. What were you streaming? What were you working on? All right, how the hell do I start a new session? That's new session. So is it just new -s EffectTS? It is. Silly me. This needs to get changed to open source project management system. Sweet. Down with Jira. And this will be EffectTS Spotify. All right. So this looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and do a bun update effect because I think there's a new version. Yep, cool, got that. And we know this is running. So let's go back over here and just play. I want to play around with how we design this. Because I saw there's like, All right, so we have a link for our recipient behavior. Yeah, Effect, its 3.0 release is its stable release. So it is noted to be production ready, which is why we're playing with it. I want to get a good sense for it before I start using it for work. But so far, I like it. I found this interesting bit in the docs yesterday on this. Where is the data types? This thing here. Chat, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom quick and take care of the other golden retriever. I will be right back. Homie decided to wake up a little late today. Isn't that right, Bodie? Alright, I will be right back here shortly, chat. Yo, yo. All right. So I just got an email that my moonlander is arriving today. So that's exciting. All right. Yes. So let's read about data types. So we have this data.tag, and we also have context.tag. So if we do like const foo equals context.tag, what does this return? This is going to return a function which returns a context. Or a tag class. So we say foo. So we could have like this thing. To not reinvent the wheel around server. Yeah, I saw platform bun. So if we go to the docs. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Yeah, we have this up here. So we have a bun context, which is a layer. File path, command executor, terminal path. Bun HTTP server. Server. Server is what? It's a const. Packages, platform bun, examples, here we go. I need to learn to just go to the examples folder. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that makes a layer. Or that makes an implementation of a layer, I guess. Right? Oh, let me go back to that. Type of server. I knew it. My sound got screwed up. Knew something fell off. All right, so we have this live. So you serve. That takes a successful. So there's the layer. So if we look at the layer, so that comes from what package platform bun, which we should already have. We should already have import. I should be able to bring in bun HTTP server. from at effect platform bun. And if we replicate this example, or this function we have, let me move this to, let me make a scratch.ts. I just want to dump some stuff into this. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. That goes there. And then there's other bits in here that I want. I want to grab this, throw that link in here too. All right, we'll do that. We can delete that now. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, chat. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right, so if we replace this, right, we don't have to, let's see here. Come in here. Get rid of this. We copied that over already. We have like this constructor function which provides the implementation, which I'm not sure if that's, I still haven't got like a good sense of like how I like designing modules and layers. What up, Ethan? All right, so if we were to copy this example, let's just say we have const, say redirect server live, and that would be http dot, what's that come from? Platform. I think I'll need to install that. Oops, already had a terminal open. Bun add just platform. Unless, does HTTP get re-exported from platform bun? Looks like it does. Had an interview earlier for a React Native position, went surprisingly well. 3 times my salary. Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Get that bag. I think we should be able to pull out HTTP, right, from this? No? I guess we can just come in here and look what's exported. We get a server out of here. The server is just, it's re-exported as server. I see. That makes sense. Okay, so was it the default export? Import star. Where am I getting? Oh, this is Bun HTTP server. Duh, I see. All right, so we have a key value store. So I think we're gonna use okay. So we don't need this there. One thing I don't like about TypeScript, if I want to see the definition of library, it gives me the .dts file. I think there's a setting in the LSP that you can change to try to help fix that. It's like, let me see here. Where's configuration? NeoVim MVim LSP config. Here we go. This is how I always find. I actually, if I have to use the unnamed editor, I come in here and look at settings for LSP servers still. Where's it at? Didn't this have a README in it? Here we go. This is what I was looking for. There is... Where the hell is TS server? Here it is. Am I dumb? I thought I had way more options here. It's gonna drive me crazy. Configuration. Here we go. Finally got there. Maybe not. I swear there was like a go to. Because I swear we were just talking about this at work like a month ago. I don't know, whatever. All right, back to this. All right, so we have this and we need it still isn't quite right. http.server. Can't I do bun http.server. So that will return my server. So that's effectively the same as my make function here. How do I pass it? Here, we're just gonna actually copy this into a new file so I can like look at the types. I'm liking Effect so far. I really, I hope the docs get better pretty fast because there's a lot of things I find myself reaching for that there's API docs for, but the API docs are very hard to navigate. And I'm still trying to get a sense of like how I want to, like for example, in here, like I don't know if this is how I want to design and structure layers and types. Like I'm still figuring out how I want to compose things and what feels good. I mean, overall, I like it a lot. The effect type in general, where it's like basically like you can look at the 3 channels of an effect and have a complete understanding of your program just by a type is amazing. Like that is, I think, probably a significantly underrated feature of effect right now. I want to do like a small video about the effect type and the channels, and I have some ideas. Good morning, Owen. But yeah, the docs leave a bit to be desired, but they'll get there. That's a fixable problem, and I see how hard the team works, so I'm not worried at all. discoverability of features is low, I would say. What up, you kins? So if we come in here, okay, this is good, this is good. So that's a layer of never, never, never. Like if I wanted to come in here, like this is like, right now I don't even know where to look to answer this question, right? Like I have this question like, okay, if I only want to receive stuff on like a particular route, like what do I get here? What is the argument to this? Like if I get X, what is X, right? Because this is going to return a function. So I can come over here and just pass X, right? It's not callable. Doesn't this return a function that... See, like this, I don't even know how to decompose this at this second. Like if I wanted to take this and make it more like this. Maybe if I just go look at the docs and just go to the example. Here we go. Here's some docs. I use some random keycaps off Etsy, I think, or something. I can't remember. What is layer.launch? Builds this layer and uses it until it is interrupted. This is useful when... Oh, that's different. I had to do something like... in my main, I ended up yielding never. So what? I could do layer.launch. And then I could do default redirect server. Is that how that would work? Okay, so that seems to work. Well, I wonder if I'd need that then. All right, so that still works. So layer.launch, what does that even return? Let's see, yank in there. Well, I guess I can look at that, right? It returns an effect of never, never, never. This is useful when your entire application is a layer, such as an HTTP server. Yeah, like this is the thing I don't understand over here is like, what does serve return again? And a layer, which is this a layer? Or what does this return? This probably returns a server response, which is what? An effect. Okay. Like I'm still confused about this a bit. Receives an HTTP app. Where does the HTTP app come from? Yeah, like I don't. So that is the same. See, Ethan. So they're doing the same thing. They're just making an implementation of a layer. Whatever. We don't need to worry about that. So let's go down here and organize this a little bit more. Let's say we're going to have, let's get yeah. Let's make a, do we need any of this still? I don't think we need any of this. This is before we, yeah, this is Apple Music stuff. And we can get rid of that. What's in here? Anything? Okay. And this works, we already saw. We'll have to turn this into a layer, I think. What up, Raiders? We're actually writing TypeScript for once on stream. How do I get rid of this freaking bot? How we doing, Dev Dad? Shout out. I'm not angry, just disappointed. That's all right, Ryan. Dylan, thoughts on knowing Linux as a software developer? I feel like it's pretty important to know. Like, I mean, like you can go so deep on like knowing Linux. Like, what does it mean to know Linux? I think you should be comfortable working on a Linux operating system to write code on a daily basis. You should be able to get dropped into a Unix terminal and do your job, in my opinion. Dylan, that's on. Do you want to make a switch? In all realities, it needed to be successful. It's not needed to be successful, right? Like, I mean, depends on your measure of success, but like you could easily just like be an enterprise C# or Java dev somewhere and stay in NetBeans or IntelliJ and never have to really worry about stuff. But like as soon as you need to drop to a CLI to do work, like being comfortable in a CLI in the terminal is important to being a developer, for better or for worse. And I think you need to be comfortable in the terminal. Oh, Camel Man has spoken, and so it was said. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. Go here, we're gonna go back to our redirect server, and how do we want to structure this thing? How would I design this without effect is the good question. Let's make our router first, because this thing is annoying me in here. So let's v-split this. We're gonna collapse our make function. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna say function router. Router is gonna take a request, and that'll be a request. Hashtag use the platform, and we'll say const URL. Basically, we can copy this whole thing. This is our router. Come over there, do that. This needs to be async, I guess. Which we want this to actually return a effect. So we'll say effect.effect, and it's going to return a response, or we'll say just a normal error for now. And we'll say in here we'll do return effect.tryPromise. And in here, this gets a try. That gets a function. That'll be async. And we'll get this as a block, and we get that in there. We can do this even. All right, so I've fracked up my copy and paste here. So let's just take this whole block, and we'll move that into here. There we go. And then we'll have a catch, right? This will be catch, and that's going to take an error. And here we'll say return new error, something went wrong. And we'll just do change around that to that. And we'll do this. Okay. Sure. We can do a function make router. And this will take options, which will be, what is it, route or server options? Redirect server options. And then in here, grab that, throw that down there, come back up here, and we'll return this. Nice. Oh man. Chat, my stomach is killing me. I'm gonna step away for a hot minute. We'll be right back. Enjoy the music and the doggo in the background in the meantime. No, Thai food, actually. All right, we're back. Wow, that like just hit me. That was terrible. Okay, so let's finish making this router here. Let me catch up on chat. Operating system discussions are always so abnormally subjective because the most users are attached to this one thing. Blah, blah, blah. I just say learn program. Yeah, I agree that you need to learn to program first. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So why is this upset? This is upset. The return type of an async function. Ah, because it's wrapped. Right. We don't want this to be async. There we go. So now we can make a router. So in here, we can make this better. And we can get rid of this. And we can just say... can come in here and we can say const router equals make router, and we'll just patch the options through, right? And now this should be an effect. Yeah. Or it's a function that makes an effect. So we take this and oh, we can make this even better yet, because this could end up being a... If this is just a async function, whatever, we can just do return router request. We are writing TypeScript. Good God. Winnie, no. Hold on, chat. Let me go check the front door. There's nobody here. You're barking at nothing. Knock it off. Go lay down. You guys are crazy. There's nobody even here. Can you believe that, chat? Barking at nothing. Alright, so why is this failing now? Because it doesn't return an effect, right, actually? Yeah, it doesn't return an effect. Right. So this actually just needs to be a response or error. You can just let that get inferred. This won't be that. Delete that. Delete this. And then down here we delete that. There we go. And this will be async. I'm not using bun for the speed. I'm using bun for not having to deal with configuring TypeScript. This will be now, let's just say const router, make router. This song sucks. So we get that, that's our router. So then we can just drop our router in here like that, right? So it'd be fetch is router. Yeah, there we go. So we do this. Now that's split out at least. This is getting to look a little bit nicer. So how did I design this in OCaml? If we go look at this, because that's what I think I want to try to emulate. Yeah. So I guess on here we would put mailbox, and this is going to be a deferred dot deferred. And this will be a string. And in here, we'll have to make a new mailbox. So let's go look at the deferred docs. Where is it at? That's under concurrency. Deferred. Because we basically want to shut this down. Make. So we'll say const mailbox equals deferred dot make. And that will be, I don't even know what E is going to be, so we'll just ignore it. And then on here, we put our mailbox on. Winnie? Hey, no more. No more. Go. Go. Take your puppy and go. Sorry for the dog barking. Oh, deferred.make returns an effect. So I'd have to yield that. Which seems fine, right? We can come in here and we can say effect return effect dot gen. And it's going to take a function that is a generator, and we'll do that, and we'll drop that in. Now we can do this, yoink all that, throw that there, and I can do yield, or actually let's comment this out and see if that just works. What does gen return? It should just return an effect, yeah? Delete that, delete that. So I assumed I would be able to do this. Program. And program is just an effect, right? Yeah. What does this end up being? Turns an effect of an effect. Right. So I don't need these. Percent D. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that looks good. Now I can yield on this, right? Yield. And that should give me my actual mailbox. Yeah, yeah, chat, here we go. We're figuring it now. And then we can come up here and we can be like, yo, we're gonna put a fucking mailbox on our redirect server. So we can put a piece of data into that mailbox and a parent process can reach in and get that thing out. Ryan is rolling in his freaking grave right now. Yeah. Great, this looks perfect. I actually like this. And I want to play with... We need to pass the mailbox to the router. So let's pass the mailbox into there. Our router is going to take a mailbox now. So this will be a mailbox, which is a deferred dot deferred, and it'll have a string type on it. Okay, we do that. And now when we get our code here, we can just say, rather than sending the response back, we'll say, can I just return a status code here? 200. Is that valid? I guess we do success. And then like that. Right, I need to wrap that. Answer like that. Status. There we go. And in here we have this deferred, right? We actually need the... I wonder if we should pass the deferred in. Yeah, we should. We should. The mailbox should come from here, actually. And the mailbox is a deferred dot deferred, and it'll be string. We can get rid of this. We don't need to make a mailbox anymore. Or actually, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. So we get the mailbox, and then how do I complete this? Deferred.complete. Deferred.done. Completes the deferred with an exit. No, we don't want that. We want deferred.succeed. Completes an effect with another effect. This effect will be executed by each waiting fiber. We don't want that. Interrupts the deferred. Okay, so on here, this is going to end up being we should eventually pass this through schema, but we're going to type this as this will be code string state string, and then this, let's see here, yeah, we want to take our deferred, and in here we're actually going to make this a effect.gen. This will take our function, throw that, open this up, grab all of this, bump that up into there, and now can this be async? Can I have an asynchronous generator? No, I can't. So we would need to do something like I think we can do something like effect dot is it async? How do I just run this in a normal function? Because I basically want to take this deferred, right? I don't think I can do anything on it without the parent class. Or this would be mailbox dot. Yeah, like that doesn't help me. I need to do like deferred dot succeed. I need to yield this, I think. Response.code. This song is FFYL by, I forget what the number is. You can use effect.promise to convert a regular promise into effects. So instead of await promise, you can yield. Okay. What does for now feels ominous. So we can come in here and we can say effect.gen, and we'll create a generator function. And we'll have that, do that, bump that open, come down here, grab that. Paste that in there. And now we should have an error. Oh, I missed a shit. I hate parens. I had this earlier. Alright, so this is valid. So we just come down here and we'll come to the outside of that and take that. And then that goes in there. There we go. So instead of this now, we will have like const response will be effect.promise yield star effect dot I suppose we want try promise rather than promise. What happens if does promise reject? Error management. Context management, error management. I don't think it's under here. Let me search the docs. Promise, effect.promise. Promise, here we go. The promise within the thunk pass to effect should never reject. So this can probably reject. So we probably do want try promise. Try promise, and then that probably gets a, let's just bump this down and we will comment that. Do that, and you come in here and we'll do a try. And this will be an async function. And we can probably just grab that fetch. Like that, paste that there, uncomment this. And then we do this. Paste that there. And we need catch, and will be an error, and we'll just say new error to do the request failed. We're gonna eventually use schema here, but we'll get to that. So now we have that. Fetch. Okay, so we can go down here. I accidentally deleted .then result res.json. Okay. Change surround around that to that. Why didn't that work? There we go. And we'll just dump in there. We'll come back for better errors at some point. So now we can yield this to our mailbox, right? This should takes a function. How do we defer that? Concurrency, deferred, succeed, and that takes it as the first argument. Is all of the APIs data first by default? I know I read somewhere that they can be data second as well. Nice. Will this block until a parent handles it? That won't block until a parent handles it? And is your name Mattia? Is that the right way to say your name? Mattia? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This is really cool. I like this a lot. What is this upset about? Has implicit any. Oh, right. We'll just type this here. Like I said, we're gonna use schema for this in a little bit. This will be a string, and state will be a string. Okay. I like this a lot, and this is how I would have done this in like OCaml or Gleam. In fact, this is almost exactly how I did this in OCaml. One thing I still don't love, I don't love this syntax, and I have a hard time with naming and managing types around services and layers. All right, what did this get upset about? Bun.serve. Oh, what's our router return now? That should be okay. Property WebSocket is missing. Wait, what? Our router shouldn't return. That should be fine to return void from, right? If we look at the bun docs, bun HTTP, if we look at the server, oh, it needs to return a response. Aha. which means yeah. Oh my god, why is my J key not working? So we have that, and then I should be able to pipe. And what does this return me here? Const x equals promise response. Okay. We just changed that to return. Nice. Nice. I like it. That's kind of sick. All right, so that's a good pattern to know. Drop the async keyword here. What would that wrap it in an extra promise? Well, not really wrap it, but invoke and flatten an extra promise. I'm going to charge my mom. Be right back. Silly JavaScript. One of the all-time classic threads is where way back in the day someone proposed monadic handling of promises and just got absolutely shit on in GitHub. And promises, dude, I hate that. I hate the way Venable works. I hate that it's a I hate that it's like an implicit interface rather than like an instance of check. I wish that they did an instance of on promise. I got bit one time in production code because we had a comparator type that had a then function on it, and that comparator type was wrapped in a promise at one point. So what happened was when that promise resolved, it immediately called the then function of the comparator and like crashed our crash wrap in prod. It's so stupid. I wish they just did instance of promise rather than looking for a then keyword. Why EffectTS? Why not Express? You can use effect with Express. So effect, the beauty of effect is it makes your program safe, right? TypeScript and JavaScript is infamously unsafe. Throwing errors is terrible. In fact, I can show you probably the code, Cyprian. Scalum, EffectTS utils. Do I have comparator in here? No, I don't. Maybe it's under ordering. Yeah, here it is. Right here. We had this comparators extras, and it had this then on it. And this type resolved from a promise at some point in our application and then got called because that's the way promises work. So stupid. Okay, so this is really cool. I like the way this is composing and coming together. This has given me a good sense of how to mix and match effect inside other code. Worst part, yeah, exactly. Dude, it's brutal. So we get this mailbox. This is looking decent. So now from the start, I mean, we could actually probably use a deferred here for the stop signal, but let's jump back to our main. In here, and we can get our mailbox out. Right, we can come in here and we yield the redirect server, and let's just call this, rather than shadowing it, which is fine, I'm just gonna do const, and this will be const started server, or running server, running redirect server equals that, and then we can say const mailbox equals running redirect server dot mailbox, and then we can probably come down here and hopefully do something like const, I think I have to probably fork this, const code equals yield mailbox deferred dot await mailbox, and this should hopefully be a string. Let's go. Let's go, chat. And then let's just log this. And how far are we, how real is this right now? Pretty real. We should actually be able to get a code. So now we want to, let's say we have, let's call this open. And we're gonna go steal some code from our Gleam project we were working on. We can close this. And if we come in here, or actually we can just kill this one. In here, let's go into Vim, and we want to, I guess that's in glitch instead. Let's see here. Where do we launch our OAuth server? Our glitch auth redirect server. Is this the code that opens stuff? No. No. Where is it at? Is it the auth provider? Where the hell did I do this? Is it in Token Fetcher? Handle fetch. Here we go. Here, this is the code we were looking for. We want that. And now we can switch back over to effect, and we're gonna put that there, comment that out, and we want to, is buns shell syntax safe to run across platform? It's cross platform.
Hey, Dill.
Huh?
Did dogs eat?
No.
Okay. Can you help me get them ready for the groomer?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Common shell commands are implemented natively. So I wonder if I can run open. Whatever, we're gonna go for it. Let's say we're gonna have this function open, and this is gonna have like a URI, I guess. Does effect have a URI type? That would be really useful if it doesn't. Like, you should straight up crib OCaml's URI. Maybe I'll build this if it's not already a thing. I love this data type. This is my favorite data type of all time. Where are my docs? Is this a bug? Come on, Sabine. What's happening? I'm gonna just send this to Sabine quick. Okay, we can at least look at 4.2. This type is the greatest type of all time with working for URIs. So Gleams is pretty good too. Eris12 asked, how do you deal with imposter syndrome as a developer if you have it at all? You will always have imposter syndrome kind of nipping at your heels behind you, and it just gets better with time. Like even like this week, you know, like I see all these incredible devs I work with, and it's like, oh man, I am so far out of my league. But if you like, at least for me, I can sit and look back, and there has never been a problem that I haven't eventually been able to solve, and I've always solved them in relatively good ways with good feedback, and I just kind of remind myself of that. And also I know that like all my coworkers, my manager, everyone I work with is super helpful. So like if I get stuck, you got to be afraid to not fail, and you got to be afraid to not ask for help. And if you can get past those things, imposter syndrome gets much easier to deal with. It's kind of like the URL type, but better. Actually, I'll show you Gleam's URI because it's basically the same as OCaml's, and the docs are just going to be way better. This type right here, it's in the standard library. It's really, really nice for composing. Actually, there's like less functions on this than the OCaml one, but it's still, I really, really like. Like all these functions are just so convenient to build up. Thank you for following Jesus is my peace. That's actually a good question. How do you know when to ask for help without being one of those people who ask for help way too much? I think it's acceptable as like a more junior or mid-level dev to ask for help frequently. Like I know you have to balance the task at hand. Like how long should this task take me, right? And give yourself some buffer. And if you feel like you're taking too long, that's when you ask for help. Like don't ask for help immediately. Struggle with the problem, right? Because when you struggle to learn something, that's when the deepest, most effective learning happens. So really sit and struggle with your problem before asking for help, unless it's like genuinely time sensitive, right? And that at that point, just ask like your team lead or another dev for help. But yeah, that would be my take. So I'm hoping that I can just do this cross-platform here. So we'll just say this is a URL for now. And we will then, let's close this. We want to bring in Bun's $. This will be import $. From Bun. And then we can come in here. And what do we want this to return? Let's annotate our return type. This is going to be can this thing fail, actually? I don't even know. We'll let TypeScript annotate this for a second. Return, let's do effect dot, let's just say const underscore equals $, and then we pass it a tag template literal, and we'll say open, and this will be URI dot to string. And what is this going to return? Thank you, Max. Good morning, Trash Puppy. So that's a promise. So we can come in here and we can do exactly what we can do. Effect return effect.gen. We'll pass this a generator function. Come in here and we'll do const result, I guess, equals yield $effect dot try promise. Dude, I love effect. This is so nice. This is exactly how I want to program. This is how I love writing programs. And we can come here and we'll just return a new error. And we'll just say an error occurred while trying to open the browser. And then we pipe that to effect.runPromise. Now we have this result, right? Shell output. And we can just return that if we want. You can say, in fact, this can just return an effect. Do we even need to return run promise? We return result. Why did that lose my type there? What? Is that the bug? I think that's the bug that, I think that's this bug.
You guys want to go get groomed? Do you want to go see Malia? Do you want to go see Malia? Go for a ride? You guys want to go for a ride? Well, let's go. Okay. Oh, you tripped.
So I guess I just annotate the return type of this function and I'll be okay. Something like this.
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Will you please take 5 and help me get all of them in the car?
Yeah. Chat, I have to go help Justine load the dogs up in the car. I will be right back real quick.
Baxter, you get to go too. Yeah. She texted me and said that if Baxter needed anything, he got to go too.
All right, we're back. Oh, it's chilly. So this has shell output. I want to adding a return keyword actually causes the problem to occur for me, or a different problem. I lose my type. Shouldn't this, what's this try promise return? Oh, because we're yielding. Right. I guess we could get rid of this wrapper. Get rid of the yield. Come down here, get rid of that. Do something like that. And then it's going to return an effect. Yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. Nice. I dig that. That's freaking clean. Let's try this, I guess. So let's do an export function. We can delete this. And let's go back to our main. And down here, we'll say, we need to construct our redirect URI. And that's going to be, how did I do this? We have a file for this already in Spotify authorization. Yeah. Yeah, right there. We want that. Do this. CSurf token. Right, we need to get some random state. Does effect have a cryptography thing? SQL type classes, effect, source, or random, encoding. Random. Can we do next string or next bits? How did I end up making my CSurf state in here? Oh, we just did random shit. Does Bun have something for that? Bun's gotta have something. Right? There's gotta be crypto. Bun hashing. I think we looked at this yesterday. Eight bytes. Right. So we can come in here in case a const CSurf token. We'll extrapolate this to a layer of service in a minute, but let's do random bytes. And that's going to come from you throw that in here. And then we'll jump down here. Yo, is there a glitch in the matrix? I have no idea. Is there? So we have random bytes. 256 dot toString. toString UTF-8. And now we don't need to do this because we have our client ID up there. Right? Authorize that, and then we should be able to bring in here like open. Authorize URL. And that's going to give us a, we can just yield to that. I thought. Wait, where did open come from? Okay, fine. We'll call this browser, I guess. We'll come in here and we'll say export function, export const. In fact, I think I can possibly use a, well, this will have open will be this. Do that. I wonder if this is a good use case for this data tagging thing. Probably not. That's probably overcomplicating it. Let's keep it simple. So we have this browser. So now we can go ahead and say, let's get rid of this, and we'll do browser.open, and we'll pass in the authorize URL. And I guess we could come in here, and rather than doing that, we'll have const result, or we could pipe, right? We could pipe this to a match, right? Pipe, and we can do effect.match. And in here we can do on success. We'll just say console.log. What does on success have to return? Well, one that needs to be a colon. Just void. Cool. Browser opened successfully. And then we need on failure. Ah, this is so good. I love being able to pipe. And this should actually just get us a error. So let's do console.error. What do you take? There we go. Tell me that's not sick, chat. Tell me that's not sick. Where does the code go? Oh, right. The code will come down here. And this is where we want to yield. Have you seen the Primogen video about Effect? I have not. You want to link it and we'll throw it up and listen to it while we work on this? So we get our code, and then let's just say, let's just console log our code. In fact, we can just do delete 0, and we'll do pipe, and we'll do console.log. Like, this is sick. This is really awesome. We now need to do we need const runnable equals layer.provide, and we'll provide our program with our default redirect server. Or it's effect.provide, isn't it? Yeah. And then this is going to be changing there. That will be runnable. In fact, we can get even cleverer. Cleverer? We can pipe this to this will be buntime. Buntime.run main, baby. I bet I could pipe this too to effect.provide. Default redirect server. And then we can pipe that into buntime.run main. Haha, sick. That's pretty cool, chat. I must say. I want to get a screenshot of this. Let's go tweet this. What do we say? We'll just do heart eye emojis. EffectTS affects me different. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Do a little tag. And then we'll, because people bitch, do this. And then we'll go down to here and yoink, oops. Yoink the whole thing, and we'll make that the alt description, even though it doesn't go the whole way, but whatever. All right, chat, if you guys want to interact with this tweet, it would be appreciated. Let's get effect some attention. All right, someone asked about the deferred coming from. So deferred is coming from our redirect server. So when we make our redirect server, it actually makes a deferred under the covers, and we stick that on the return type. So then another process can just sit and listen for that and wait for it to resolve. So that's how we pass data back to the caller, kind of asynchronously. So what happens is we'll wait for a request to come into /Spotify, and then we'll do all this stuff, right, to get our tokens. And then we finally have our token. We yield it to the mailbox. Yield is kind of like the await keyword, Alvi. Like, rather than doing like const value equals await my promise, it is like, it's effectively the same thing as const value equals await my effect. Whoops. That should be yield. These are basically the same thing. Effect types are another way of handling side effects in programs rather than promises. Okay. Do we think this is gonna work? Should we first try it? Let's go for it, shall we? Why is my keyboard stuck? Pressing Control C. Oh, that's because of the... I think I know why that is. Let's go update our package JSON so we can do start. Oh, that should be good. So if we do bun start. Okay, so the browser opened. Everyone saw that? I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just an effect. It's not what I would have expected. console log in effect, yeah. I would have expected the server not to stop. Can I do this layer dot, what was it earlier? Layer dot launch. Builds this layer and uses it until it is interrupted. I don't think that will work. So I think we have to do what was it? Yield star effect dot never. Is that a function? No. This is effect. So I guess we could just do, I guess that returns a effect. Oh, right, we're piping, I guess this is where we piped the effect from. I should have lost her number. Hello? Yeah, this is he. It did. I can go in and update that later today. What was that? I'm sorry. I actually don't. I just switched companies recently, so I'll have to go into like my HR portal and look up all that stuff. What was that? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'll go in and do that in a couple hours. Yep. Thank you. Bye. Okay. I guess this still has to be console.log. Yeah. So let's run again. Here. Okay. So now we're yielding forever. So what does it think X is in this case? Because we got X is an effect, I guess. Yeah, we need to get the value out of an effect. So we come in here. I guess we can do effect dot. Can I unwrap? What's the right way to get this out? Effect dot match, I guess. Yes, let's make sure that's a string. Yeah, so we can just do console.log and then on error, on failure will be console.error. You can just yield deferred. Oh wait, yield. Oh, yeah, I guess that would make sense. So we would get, this would be const code equals yield that. Console.log code. And we don't need to yield forever there. My control C is getting eaten by effect right now. A legal state parameter. So we're sitting here waiting on this because we never get it. Good, that's exactly what we want. Except we want in our redirect server over here, where do we do this? We will do a yield star deferred dot, can I reject or interrupt? What are my, let's see here. Where's my effect? I have too many things open. There we go. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. There we go. Defer.fail. I guess we could do a Yeah, we'll just do deferred.fail. Fail. What does fail take? It needs our mailbox. And then it needs, what's the next argument? Okay. Just saying route not found. In fact, we'll just say not found. We need to give our deferred type. This will be error. And that should give us some type errors. Yeah. It'll be error. And this will be error. And then up here, we'll do, in fact, we don't even need to do this part yet. We will probably move that to another bit of code. Or wait. We just need to yield this code right now. Which means this doesn't even need to be run promise anymore, does it? What does this return? An effect of response. I guess it does. Sure. Okay. And then we need to, yeah, that's fine. So let's try this again. See if our server stays running. God, this is killing my interrupt. I remember reading things about the runtime, about interrupts. Where is that? Introduction to runtime. There's like a effect.run. I remember it saying that like you should always use run main or something. Code style. Control flow. Buntime.run. So run main. So I am running main, but it's still like eating my interrupt. So I'm doing run main there. I wish this linked to the code. That would be a nice feature to add to the docs, is to link to the actual code in GitHub. Oh, damn, that bumped fast. All right, I'll open a issue here. So issues, get started, bun runtime dot run main does not, I guess, swallows interrupts. And we'll say control C interrupts. What version of effect? 3.0.5. What steps can you reproduce the bug? Let's see if we can get a really basic example here. Bug.ts. And we'll come in here and we'll say, I bet we can use the, if we come in here, let's go back. We can probably just do like a timeout or something. So let's try to make a reproducible example for the maintainers, because we are good citizens of open source chat. Functions that pop down into here, and we want to do like I don't know what we're gonna do in here yet, but we're gonna pipe that to bun runtime dot run main. In fact, that might even just be able to reproduce it. Bun run bun source slash bug.ts. Yeah. Yep, that just ate it. Let's just triple check. Yep. I think. Hold on. No, it didn't. Pipe effect dot never. Where are you piping from? There, I can do it. Oh, no, I can't. That does eat it. Yep, you're right. Okay, so let's upload that. Paste drop files. That goes to documents. I guess that goes to desktop actually. Okay. Boom. Okay. Bug report. Do I have a favorite version of Linux? Yeah, I like Pop! OS a lot. Pop! OS is awesome. I run Pop! OS on my Lenovo ThinkPad. So good. Pop! OS is like the closest thing you can get to OS X on Linux, in my experience. What keybind do you have set for comment? I think I just use the default keybinds, which is like GCC does line, and then GB does block. Yeah. All right, so we can get rid of this file now. We can go back over into here, and this is just going to be fine. Hi, Alice. How are you? How are classes? Oh, Alice, I think you might appreciate this. This was the best explanation on higher kinded types I've ever got, and they've re-implemented it by doing this typed lambda type. Like these docs are really, really good. Like this made higher kinded types click for me. Like this is so cool. They like added proper variants to TypeScript. And they walk you through remaking it. It's super, super cool. Yeah, I think you'll appreciate this page, even though it's TypeScript. What up, John? Thank you for the resubscription, buddy. I appreciate you. But yeah, this docs was super cool. That type lambda is a lot. It is, but it enables like everything in effect, and you don't deal with it anywhere. It's super clever how they came up with this. The docs for this, Mattia, are so good. It has some of the best explanations for variants that I found anywhere. Yeah, I really liked reading this last night. It made a lot of things click for me. Not necessarily with effect, but with like higher kind of types and type classes. Yeah, everyone go follow Giovanni. Oh, we got a better link. There we go. Okay. Getting back to it here. This is so cool. All right, so we have The state's not working, and it's probably because I think I have to make this hex rather than I think it doesn't like having UTF-8. So let's do bun start. Everyone saw that? Everyone sees this. If this logs the code, first try. First try. That's sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, for some reason, it just doesn't like UTF encoded characters as the state. So the next bit of this is to wire this up and to actually get an access token. Man, that is nice. Could they be JSON? Oh yeah, we should actually go write the schema thing because I haven't played with schema yet. So let's do that. Let's go to our redirect server, and then we have, let's take this and drop this in our Scratch file because we're gonna need that in a second. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll go back. I mean, we could share this screenshot too. This would be a decent screenshot to share probably. My J key is freaking up here. 1 second, chat. Gotta fix my keyboard here. I need to pluck the switch. It's good because I get my Moonlander today. So next week, or maybe I'll do a stream tonight. I've said that every day this week about maybe I'll do a stream tonight. But maybe I genuinely will do a stream tonight or this weekend about with setting up my Moonlander and acting like an absolute fool. Okay. Yo, I love Bryce Vine. Bryce Vine is so good. All right, that feels better. Yeah, I am officially a fan of Effect. Like, this is how I like I wrote this same service in OCaml, right? Like, this same exact code I wrote in OCaml, and it just translated perfectly. Like, right here's the same service. We have our mailbox. We have our little redirect server. It has almost the same exact state. We have our router, right? Like, it's pretty good, chat. In fact, we could make this even better, right? We could add this same error handling where we get, where do I get the code from? This could actually be like probably effect.option. We could do effect.option, or does that get imported? Kind of, John. So it doesn't make a worker thread. It built in its own preemptive scheduler, which is like exactly what Leo's doing with Riot and how the Erlang virtual machine works. And then they have this cluster module that will effectively let you scale across all the CPU cores. So not only, you basically get the same exact concurrency model as Elixir or Go, but with TypeScript in a super safe way. Leo's out in the desert riding camels. Let me go look at this effect docs. I know there's one down here in this data thing. Data types, option.
and working with options. Is there an option of? Or just sum? Yeah, option.sum. Yeah. What happens if I give sum from nullable? Okay, that looks like it might be useful. Let's actually just go to the docs. What is this generated with? Jackal? I'm about to like... I think we should get the docs feeling like Gleam's docs. Like, if we could get the effect docs to be as friendly as Gleam's docs, that would be amazing. Like, this is so nice. Maybe I'll help out with that or write a proposal. Because right now the docs are not great. The written docs are very good for what's written. The API docs are kind of bad at the moment, which is not like a criticism because the team's been super busy. Look at all this shit they built, right? Like, they're fucking building and shipping. But I just lost my train of thought. I was going for the option type, which will be under effect. Option. So what, John, what like Gleam and Elixir and Erlang would call an actor or a gen server is kind of like a fiber in effect. Love seeing you write JavaScript. Get out of here, Nate. By the way, thank you for the resubscription, Nate. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to... Yo, get out of here. OCaml is the superiorest language, but this lets me write my TypeScript like OCaml. So I'll take what I can get. If you guys aren't following Nate, you 100% should be. He's a legend. One of the kindest people I know. Damn, I got like bit by something. I got like a rash on my thumb. Okay, so we've got this option stuff from nullable. Hell yeah. It's exactly what we want. So down here we do option.from nullable, and we'll do url.searchparams. I'm gonna end up writing an effect URI. Why is that not importing? And here we can do, I think this has a match on it, right? Mm-hmm. And then we can come on here and we can be like, delete 0, and we're gonna pipe this. We're gonna pipe this into option.match. And this is probably gonna have like on sum. In fact, we need the state too. We need the CSRF state. That's okay. On sum, we'll do this function that will do this, right? And then we'll do a on none. I guess this would be the code, right? We need that out of there. Yeah. Oh, I can't yield. Because this would need to be a generator function. So I think we would just do return effect.gen function star this, open. I need to write a script to do that. Take that there. And then is none. We will do effectively the same thing. In fact, we can copy this. We'll come up here, do that, yoink to there, paste there. That's gonna have none. And now we defer. This will be fail, right? And we can be like, we can use literally the same error messages from OCaml, right? We're replicating this block of pattern matching right here. Oh, you're emceeing a virtual conference? What conference? .fail mailbox, and this will be new error. And then we'll say no code received, right? Fall through. In fact, we can probably make this more readable rather than piping there. So we can say const code option will be a yield yield star. In fact, let's change this to maybe code. And rather than pipe, we'll break that down, and then let's go here, delete that, find that comma, get rid of that, get rid of that. We can return option.match, and the first argument will be maybe code. Oh, wait. Does this not return? Do I not need yield there? Can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. What did we screw up here? Holy shit. Yeah, Nate, go ahead and link that. Am I... There we go. Mattia, do I follow you on Twitter? Do you have a Twitter account? Yo, I love Quincy. Quincy's such a good dude. Mattia, can you link... Oh, you just started following me. Okay, great. Let me follow you back. There we go. Yeah, I got to work a bit with Quincy Larson. I don't know if you guys remember when meetup.com, I don't remember if it said it was going to like, they were like getting rid of their free tiers or something. I can't remember the exact thing that happened. But Quincy started, Quincy initially started to lead like a replacement for Meetup, and I was really early to that, and I got to help like design a bunch of stuff with him. He's such a good dude. I've enjoyed all my interactions with him, and I think his platform is amazing. Sweet. Thank you for sharing links, Nate. Okay, so this is awesome because now we have like some really good error handling in here. Yeah, dude, anytime. So the other bit we want is we want to pass in the CSurf state. So maybe we add to our options the CSurf token. So we'll add CSurf token. Be a string. Put that up there. I think that's already stored, yeah. So that, excuse me. We should we can do like this oh, we can't fully pattern match here, can we? Maybe we can. Maybe there's like an option.all. Or I can map. There's a couple ways we can do this. But what does compose do? Compose, no, flat map nullable. This takes a option. Yeah, I figured it's probably option all. Is all what we want. Takes a structure of options and returns an options with the same values, the same structure, same keys. If an iterable is supplied. Because if we did it option.all, and option.all we said already takes I extends iterable option, yeah. So we could do like code, and this would be url.searchparams.get code. And then it's not assignable to, okay, sure. Option.from nullable. We can paste this, and this would be state. The thing is, like, I want to match on the structure of this thing rather than, like, it being some or none. Which I could go through and make tags in, like, a custom type for this, but... the way we could do this would be because I wanna get explicit error messages on this, which I guess I could do. I could probably map none maybe on this. No. What does option have on it? Can I dot map? I guess I want to turn it to an effect. Does effect have a from option? Option A is an alias for effect A, no such element exception. Oh, okay. So that means I can do, I should be able to, if I come in here, we comment this, and I just do, I can repeat this. Let's just grab that again. And this is a option. Can I do anything with this? I can pipe. Why couldn't I pipe? Because this composes into an option. So I should be able to do foo.pipe, right? Yeah, okay. Why couldn't I pipe here? Oh, I can. Okay, so effect dot I basically want to do dot pipe effect dot map error, and then we'll do new, I guess this is a function, right? Not just a value. I could do effect dot constant. I bet, is there effect dot constant? Effect, I swear I've seen a constant function somewhere. Constant, there it is. So we can come up here and we can grab that, come back down here, and we can do function.constant, and this will be new error, and we'll get no code received. Yeah, Mattia, I gotta wrap up here in 7 minutes anyways. Thanks for hanging out, man. Super appreciate all your help. Been a ton of blast, or been a ton of fun working on this with you. No code received. Is not assignable to option any. But can I do that normally is the question. We can fight this in a second. Const x equals, yeah. Okay. So we can change this to effect.all. Yeah, it's exactly what we wanted. Now we don't even need a match. I wonder if we could even take this. Take that right here, just comment that quick. What do we have on here? I don't know, Justine. No. And then we can do the same thing, pipe to effect dot map error function dot constant, and this will be new error, no state received. And then down here, I think we can it's probably upstairs on the bed, Justine, if I had to guess. I think we can come here and we can say effect dot match, and then we can match on our like we can just do we don't even need to match, we can yield. We could say const code. Oh, this is so cool. Code state equals yield to that. And then down here, we can just say what happens if this returns an error? Which we don't even need to return an error, right? We just need to what do we need to do here? We need to like unbox. Or unwrap. Or else. What up, Apergra? Thank you for following back. Where did I, I'm sorry, where did I follow you? Because it's not quite map error, right? Like, I need to go look at the effect docs for handling errors. Expected errors, fallback. That returns a effect. I don't think we want to yield, actually. Let's just say params, which is an effect. And then down here we'll do effect dot match. And we'll match on our params. And on success, right, we're going to get our params. We'll just shadow it, I don't care. This will be return. We can basically do this down here. Yoink that, paste that there, GC that. This will be params.code. And then we want to grab on none, but we'll make that on failure instead. Do that, but this is on failure. Yeah. You can delete this. Where's the error now? Yeah, because we have to do like run promise. So the effect type is kind of like a mix of promise and result. Just a handler, an option, just a computation that performs an effect in a none case. Effect, yeah, so it'll take, so an effect type, Alice, looks like this, where it's like type effect is going to be okay, error, and then this thing called requirements or context, which is less important for this. So this is the effect type. So when we match on this, since option is just an effect under the covers, I can treat it like an effect. And here, we should get an error, right? Yeah. And then rather than this, we can now replace this with our error. And we can say this is going to be bad request. And we'll say status will be, I don't know, what is it, a 400? 401, 400? Bad request, changed around that to that. And this will be this. And we'll do error.message. That's awesome. And then I think I have to just pipe this to effect.run sync. No. Why did that work before? Oh, this needs to yield. Right? Kind of. It does a lot more than that. Like, it also has this thing called fibers, which fibers are green threads. They build a whole preemptive scheduler. So you can basically write programs like you would in Go or Erlang or Elixir or Gleam. So this should be... That's what I would expect. Or no, we have like a extra layer of effects here. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. I think. Apparently not. Fall through case and switch. I forgot to return. There we go. Which we could go a step further, right? We could even, let's see how this looks. We could return this, and then we could just pipe this to this, and we could grab that, and then come down to here. Yoink that. Throw that there. Comment this. And then we get rid of the first argument. That's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I like it. Well, I write TypeScript for like 8 to 12 hours a day for my day job. And if I can have the opportunity to program in a style that I like and prefer, like I'm going to take that all day. I wonder if we can take this and put that here instead, and then we get rid of this line. There we go. That's really sweet. Oh yeah, I love that. I think that came from one of the minis. It'd be cool if we could give from nullable a from nullable or default, which I could like write my like own little extension module, which we'll probably do. Oh shit, it's 10:08. I gotta run chat. If I have the energy tonight, I will probably stream working on this more because this has been a ton of fun. Like, I'm really enjoying this. Oops. There we go. Cool. All right, let's find someone to raid. I gotta make another coffee. Trash Puppy. Not even a question. Let's go show Trash Puppy some love, y'all. Happy Friday, and maybe we'll be back tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll be back and we'll put my keyboard together and try to write some more effect